Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, shares, views, subscribes, the comments, generous donations of all forms, everything. I appreciate it all. We're going to go ahead, we're going to ring the bell, we're going to clear out the energy, Grand Rising Tia, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us. Okay. Their intuition is very strong. It's like, when you feel something or you think something, but you try and discount it, but then it ends up happening. Someone's realizing how strong their intuition is. It's almost like it's a little jarring or unnerving at first. I mean, to think that, that's almost like finding out you can fly. That's a little intimidating because you're like, wait, did I just do that? Like, how did I just do? I remember I went like this. And finding out you can fly. I mean, it's a little unnerving. But what their intuition is telling them is that you are their soulmate. However, with any soulmate, there's always some issue that's there. I feel like somebody is with somebody else that they don't necessarily care for, but they're with somebody because of the finances and because of the all popular status, clout. For somebody, because they're thinking they're getting some type of clout when they're not. I feel like someone's confidence is growing now, and I feel like the more they realize their gifts. Hey, Lightworker William, the more they realize their gifts, the more it was like the more they realize their gifts, the more they realize that they got options. It's almost like I see somebody with door 1, door 2, door 3, door 4, door 5. It's like somebody realized they got options. Let's see. Bottom of the deck. 6 of Swords. Yeah, somebody is trying to do something else. I feel like somebody just wants to have some mental peace from this whole situation. What somebody, like I said, somebody's tied up in something that they don't necessarily want, but it's like it pays the bills, But somebody wants justice. I feel like this emperor really wants justice, and I feel like, they are on the verge of, like I said, their confidence is growing. And I feel like somebody's on the verge of expressing exactly how they feel, exactly what they want. And like I said, someone realizes that they got options. You don't have to just stay stuck. You can do other things. You can move around. Yeah, they're realizing that they can control their own destiny. Not to the point where they're overriding God or anything, but as far as, you take responsibility of yourself in your own hands, realizing that whatever, good, bad, or indifferent, it was because of something that you had put in. Now somebody wants to come in, and they want to come in quickly. They want to do this though, but it's like almost like someone is just, how you so excited to do something, you just want to rush in there and do it. I feel like somebody wants to hurry up, rush in, and declare their love. Declare their love, and it's almost like they want to have something with you. It's like they want to build with you, but it's like I said, this person, they see your value. They see what you're about. But I feel like somebody is like I said, with someone else that they don't necessarily want to be with. They're with someone else for the status that it brings. Almost like you got a girlfriend or a boyfriend that is some type of mega star. Their name is seen, their name is known everywhere. And you with them because anytime they see them, they see you. And the paparazzi is just snapping pictures. Clink, 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 clink. And your name is up in the newspaper, on the headlines, on the internet. It's like, and it's good, it's positive and everything. And that's great. You like all that attention. You like the money. You like the fame. You like the glory. You like the rah-rah. But what you don't like is the person that you're with. Therein lies the issue. Therein lies the issue. Because that other person, it's like there's no communication there. There's no attraction there. Y'all don't even like the same things. Y'all don't even go to the real. I mean, you go to the same places, you do the same things, but you're not really interested in the same things. You just interested in the money and the fame. The notoriety that being with this person would have brought you. Hola, Marcia. Hey, Paul. And so now someone is looking at you differently. It's like now they're starting to wake up. They're starting to realize they sacrificed being with the one that they should have been with. They're sacrificing their happiness. They're sacrificing, everything that they told themselves that they deserved. And I feel like this person is really feeling it. They feel like, you know what? They are, hey, C-Bones. Like, they feel like they have self-sabotage themselves. Almost like they know that they have to go through a door. They're going to have to close this cycle. They're going to have to end something. You can't, like they say, you cannot get what you want until you get rid of what you don't want. Like they say, God ain't blessing no mess now. Yeah. But it's going to be difficult because people know you to be connected with someone, but just like you want to connect with somebody else. It's almost like you're not trying to create no third party situation, but man, it's like the desire is there. And no matter what you try, it's like you try to stay there. You try to think of things in another way. You try to play little tricks on your own mind just so you would feel comfortable in that situation, in that position. But it's not working. No matter what you do, you don't feel good where you're at. Hey, James and Biscuit. Hi, Spirits, Tunes, into Tarot. How are you? Yes, you feel like, how you walk around and you want to express yourself to someone that you really care about, but it's like you can't find that perfect time. Thank you so very much, Spirits and Tunes Tarot too. It's like you can't find that right time because there is no right time. If you haven't gotten rid of who you don't want, there is no right time to be with who you do want. And this is what this person is thinking about. They want to say something so bad. They want to give you a clue. They want to bring it up. But right now they're feeling really overburdened because they're not in a position and they know they're not. Hey, Miss Christy, good morning to you. Hi, Shira. How are you? Hi, Mandy. So what about somebody, you know what? I feel like somebody had an opportunity to save. Somebody had an opportunity to put some money to the side. Somebody had an opportunity to kind of squirrel away a little, how squirrels gather nuts for the wintertime, I kind of feel like somebody had, was trying to do that. And it's almost like, but the person that was trying to do that, it's like, it wasn't working out the way that they thought because of, it's almost like the intentions behind it. Hey, Cleo. Hi, educate, deliberate. It was like the intentions behind it were off. Thank you so much. Something special. Yeah, it's like the intentions behind it were off. That's why anytime someone tried to do something, it wasn't going to work out. Almost like I keep going back to, you can't get what you want until you get rid of what you don't want. And I feel like somebody realizes that now, that they're not going to be able to get what they want until they can get rid of what they don't want. There is no give and take if only one person is giving and the other person is taking, and the person has already got somebody, you're the taker. But you expect somebody single to come in to the picture and be the giver. No. Spirit said no. No. Yeah, so it's almost like someone feels like they're out of options. They feel like they have no other choice. They feel like they don't want to keep the secret anymore. They don't want to keep up the charade anymore. They don't want to go around acting like they're just so happy with this person just because this person has a status, just because this person has a title, just because this person got money, just because this person is known to so many people. They don't want to be around this person no more. They're so fucking sick and tired of this motherfucker. That's why they're ready to walk away. And I feel, you know what? Not only are they ready to walk away, Spirit is telling them to end it. If they married to somebody, it's time for them to end this marriage. It's time for them to end this union. It's time for them to end where they don't want to be so that you can go where you want to be. So that you can go where you're going to thrive. So that you can go where love is going to be good. Where you're going to be welcome. Where you're really going to smile with your heart, not just with your teeth and your lips. See, somebody is used to just posing for the camera. But see, now people are going to be able to see the smile, the glory, the love in their eyes that radiates through the mouth, the smile and the heart. Someone is going to have to just go for it. Have the courage. Like I said, their confidence is growing, and they're starting to, yes, self-love, Marcia. Their confidence is growing, and they're starting to figure out what they want to do. They're starting to gather and make their own plan. They're starting to have their own thought. They're starting to say, oh yeah, well, I don't want to go to that premiere, but you know what? Tell everybody hello. And there's an after party after. Have fun. No. They'll just have the driver take you. Have fun. Because see, somebody else is, they secretly wanting something else to come in. They secretly have a desire for working on something else, trying to build something else together. Yeah, this King of Cups is ready for the wheel of fortune to turn in their favor. Yes, Marcia. Agape love. Yes, absolutely. Is ready for something to turn in their favor. This person, they it's like they get excited. You know when it's time for you to go, when you get happy, excited, and giddy, just thinking about leaving and starting over. It's sad when you're thinking about, well, I'm leaving, I'm starting over, even if I ain't got no pot to piss in. I'm still happy. This is what somebody's acting like. They happy. They're happy. They don't care. They're leaving it all behind. The fool ain't taking nothing with them. They're leaving it all behind. They realize the reason they wasn't able to squirrel something away, they wasn't able to put that little nest egg away, is because that wasn't part of that they wasn't supposed to be taking that part of that nest egg. That wasn't theirs. Hey, Queen Memoirs, how are you? Yeah, I feel like somebody is starting to let this other person know they no longer want to be there. They're communicating. They're no longer interested. They're no longer, it's like this person is no longer, and maybe they got with this person because this person, like I said, they may have, because of their job, because of this, because of that, because how they looked, because of their status, because of some clout. They're letting that person know, we're not to be together. It's just not meant for us to stay. Because now this person see the truth about who they really need to be with. You can't hide it. They can't hide it. It's like they say, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Somebody is this. I feel like they are single. I feel like they are taking their independence. They're being independent. They're just determined to work on whatever they need to work on to get with you. To come, whether it's coming back to you or whether it's initially getting with you. Because now this person, like I said, they're trying to figure out how they can change this situation, how they can put in, some for real boundaries, what they can do to make sure that, things work out. Because it's like this person is going to be going through a whole life change, or maybe they did a whole life change. Oracle knowledge, hello. How are you? It's like they did a whole life change. And I'm telling you, this person is fighting to be with you. They're doing some things just to be with you, just to change their life. And it's not so much they want to change their life to be with you. It's just that they recognize that changes are needed. They recognize that it's time for something new. And sometimes it's just time for us to move around, especially, and we could be with someone for years. We could have friendships, we could have relationships, but you know what? We have to be honest with ourselves. If it's dead, it's dead. If there's nothing there, there's nothing there. If we don't connect, we don't connect. Why stay with someone that you're not connecting with, that there's nothing there, that you don't really like being around, but because you made, a promise years ago, well, you made that promise thinking we'll always love and cherish each other, but somewhere along the way, that love, that cherish, that respect, that loyalty, it vanished. And some people are okay to just live like that. And maybe this person thought that they could just live like that. As long as they get up, their heart's beating, they're breathing, they're eating, they're seeing, they can go to work, they can do this, but now somewhere along the line, someone realized they want more. They deserve more. Their heart yearns for more. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Anissa. Their heart yearns for more. Someone is doing some, not to sound intrusive, but somebody's trying to do some finding out on you, some investigating on you. There's someone who wants to find out the truth. Or somebody wants to find out what's really going on with you. Because like I said, they are changing their entire life around. And it would only bring them pleasure to know that they changed their entire life around, and it ended up with the person they wanted to end up with. It ended up with their soulmate. And they're wondering if you realize that y'all are soulmates. And they're thinking, you know what? They didn't. I kind of feel like you already knew that they were soulmates, but they didn't. They are just now waking up. They're just now waking up and realizing that y'all are soulmates. Like I said, you knew a while ago. You knew a long time ago. Your intuition has always been intact, whereas they had to work on theirs. They had to find out number one, that they had intuition, because everybody does, and that you couldn't develop it. Someone is they're sending it's like they want to send a message. They want to send a message to you, and they hope and they praying that you pick up the phone, that you answer the call, that you do this, that you do that. They're praying because they know that the last time that y'all spoke, there was a question of their loyalty. The last time y'all was together, there was a big question of who they was loyal to. Because you knew they was not loyal to you. I feel like this person, someone is allowing God to guide them in the direction that they need to go. And I feel like this person is working on their spiritual self because they know that they have a purpose here. They know that, you know what, it's like an earth angel that got off track, that lost wings, that knocked themselves off that pedestal, that lost their seat at the throne. I feel like someone is working on themselves to get back to where they were before. Like now someone is realizing, hey, the reason, things, and maybe this person had to realize that the reason that y'all's soul tie had to come to a pause, or, a hiccup or whatever, is because they needed to grow up. They needed to take life more seriously. They need to understand that everybody ain't your friend. And there's some cruel ass people out there. There's some cruel ass motherfuckers out there. They really had to realize that, it was time for them to grow the fuck up. Whenever they started on that path of growing up, that's whenever they started realizing, damn, I'm not even happy. I feel like I got to fight these fucking attacks all the damn time. Like somebody, they got to always be on their guard, they mental guard. They got to fight these attacks, these verbal attacks, these spiritual attacks, these physical attacks. Somebody always felt like I'm not even happy. I always got to protect my damn self around these motherfuckers. High, awake, and chosen. Yes, Trophy Truths. Survival mode. That's exactly what it is. Exactly. That's when someone realized, you know what, the shit that they did to you, how hurtful that shit was. It's like, I feel like this is not confirmation. This is not a new relationship. This is a relationship that somebody want to return because they realized that y'all was soulmates. But now they realize how hurtful that shit was when they put you in with some. They put you in a third party situation. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could just be that they broke your confidence telling somebody else your motherfucking business, which was not their job to fucking do. Now they want to talk about it. Now they want to come clean. Now they want to close that chapter. Now they want to come back to you. They want to spin the block. Hey, Melissa. And they know you got something to tell them. They know it's going to get down and dirty in the motherfucking streets when it's your turn to talk, baby. Melissa. Yes, when it's your turn to talk. Oh, yeah, it's going to be on the poppet. And they don't know how you're going to come out. I think that's the part they're afraid of. They don't know if you're going to come out the bag on them, which would be okay. They deserve that. Or if you're going to be real calm. They can imagine you being real calm, cool, and collect. Yeah. Because somebody lied on you, baby. Somebody lied on you. I'm telling you, somebody wants to come towards you. They want to come smooth this whole thing out. Hey, J. Mike, they want to smooth this whole thing out. They don't want it anymore. They don't want the fame, the clout. They realize they want you. They realize that you was the most important thing. See, they was confused before. But even in you being by yourself, you still worth a lot more than where they was at. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they sitting there like, damn, let me hurry up and get the fuck back in there. Let me hurry up and go on back over there. Because I see now, ain't shit happening over here. All we doing is smiling. Cha-ching. Taking pictures of shit. But there ain't no love there. Hey, Catherine. Hello. How are you, sweetie? No love. You know? Oh, what's love got to do? Y'all know I cannot sing. I love to, but you know I cannot sing. Hey, hi, priestess. But I love to try. Hey, K Hypsee, how are you? Yes, this King of Cups, expect somebody to come to you to express their love to you. Because I'm telling you, this person, you know, and it could be in August. We got the sun, we got Leo, the strength card. That's Leo. It could be in August. Expect somebody to come and talk to you and let you know how much they love you. Let you know, hey, I was tripping, I was wrong, I was crazy, I don't know what the fuck I was doing, but I was just out there. Oh my gosh, yes, because they see you as their wish fulfillment. Y'all the perfect match. Y'all are 2 peas in a pod. How many peas they got in each pod? 2. And it's you and them. I'm telling you, somebody is secretly sneaking off. They've already emotionally detached from that other situation. They just now trying to sneak off and get the fuck away from that the clout and come on to reality. Come on back down to earth. Come on to be with somebody that they really love, that they feel that connection with. But it's a lot. They ain't gonna lie. It's a lot. They ain't gonna lie. But they said, you know what? They feel like it's worth it. What's the message, Spirit? What is the message? What's the message? Yeah. Somebody, because they realized that somebody else where they was at, that was somebody that was trying to control them. That was somebody. They realized that it was a sex thing. It was a clout thing. It was nothing that they really wanted. You know, this is too toxic. It's almost like, you know, these people would be. It's just sex. It was just sex. It was toxic sex, and someone said, "Hey, if I'm having you're gonna take care of me, and this and that and the other." And the one with the money was like, "Yeah, if I eat, you eat." They was like, "Cool," but they don't want to eat with that person anymore. And they realized that they had to face the truth. They had to face the truth of what their heart was telling them, and their heart was telling them, "You're not happy here. You're not happy here. You need to go where you can be loved. You want to go where you can be happy." What you say, Trophy Troops? The judge say he got to pay. Well, damn. What's the message? Yep. Something about you know what? This could be if somebody was in this in a committed relationship, you know, or the mother of their child or something like that. But somebody's realizing, like I said, all they was doing was they was doing it for some trying to invest in something that they thought that was going to really get over. They thought they was really going to be rich, bitch. They thought that, the person with the money was just going to say, here's all the money. You take care of it. You do it with what you want. But that's not how it happened. Hi, Imani. Hey, T. Williams. Thank you. That is not what happened. I'm telling you, the truth of the situation is somebody is trying to sneak the fuck off because they feel so overburdened in this relationship. They don't feel like it's a relationship. It ain't no relationship. It's just y'all living together, going out, faking the funk, acting like y'all really happy, like y'all really doing shit, like y'all really, but whenever the camera is not pointing at them or they're in the house and it's late at night and ain't nobody over there and this and that, they ain't even talking to each other. Somebody in one room, the other person in the other room. Somebody conveniently fall asleep on the couch every fucking night. You know what I'm saying? So there's no happiness there. That's why it was like this while this person was sleeping on the couch at night. That's when they were sitting here thinking about where they would be happy at. Because something about the loyalty was fucked up. I feel like their loyalty was fucked up towards you. And in return, they had somebody's loyalty that was fucked up towards them. Yeah, they want to send you an email. You're going to get an email. You're going to get a text. You're going to get something. Somebody talking about something. I'm free, bitch. Let's get together. I'm free. I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate my freedom. I want to celebrate being away from you know who. What's the message here? What's the message? Yep. They realize where they put their time and where they put their energy. Like I said, you ain't got nobody to blame but yourself. And the whole time they thought they was going to be holding back or saving for a rainy day or something like that. But all they realized is they was holding back on the opportunity to be with you. Their secret is coming out. Somebody, they can't hold it back. Listen, this secret is out. Somebody's trying to make a move. They made a move. They made a plan. They made a move. They went for it. Now, it could have been like they sent something that said, hey, I want to give you something or I got something for you or something. But somebody read that message and didn't say anything. Like somebody was flipping through their phone. What'd you say, Trophy of Truth? You still ain't seen the female? He hiding her too? Oh, T, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. What's the message? Anyone that has sent gifts on TikTok, thank you. Look, let me tell you something about my eyes. I'm old. Okay, these are bifocals. I got to do this in order just to see some shit. So I'm not like shaking. I'm not agreeing with a lot. I don't have no tics or nothing like that. But I'm just trying to get my eyes straight. You know what I'm saying? So if it looks like I'm ignoring you, I'm not ignoring you. Yep. See, they're having a realization how much they sacrificed themselves trying to get something else that it wasn't theirs anyway. They made a decision. It's time. They made a decision. It's time. I don't feel like somebody's stopping. I don't feel like somebody's even really. I feel like this is what somebody has made their final decision about what it is that they need to do. And almost like taking a review, a final review. Yeah, a final review of their financial situation because they're going to go for it. I cannot make this up. The Fool and the Six of Swords, they are gone. Let's pull another deck. They're going for it. They just took one last final review. See let me see where my checking account is at. Negative $42. Well, that ain't too bad. That ain't too bad. It could have been worse. Used to be 100 and negative. It used to be negative 139. Somebody don't care anymore. Bottom of the deck. Somebody doesn't care anymore. They just want to be happy. They feel like they have waited long enough. They just want to be happy. And that's not too much to ask. Because you know what? I feel like at everyone's point, at a point in everyone's life, I feel like at a point in everyone's life, they have that sobering thought to themselves. Am I where I want to be? Am I doing what I really want to do? Am I really even happy? Am I happy with these people? Are these even my people? Are these my friends? Like somebody has to, they're having these sobering thoughts. This is why this person, they decided it's time for them to move around so that they can be who they want to be. They can wear their heart on their sleeve if they want. And they know it's going to be reciprocated. I feel like this is justice. This is justice. And they're receiving downloads. Spirit is like, yes, I've been asking you to get out of that motherfucker house for about 4 months now. I've been trying to get you. So somebody's receiving downloads. Because you know what? Y'all balance each other out. You cannot make this shit up. Y'all balance each other out. And you know what? You were smart enough. They didn't. You were smart enough a while ago. You were smart enough back in the day to go through the door to personal healing and happiness. Yes. You knew what time it was. You already saw the writing on the wall. You had already decided, hey, life, God, I deserve to be happy. So I'm going to do whatever I have to do to make that goal. Yep, I'm telling you. And what you needed to do was heal your heart. Heal your heart. Because once you heal your heart, this heals, the body heals, the mind heals, the soul heals, the spirit heals, because then you want to heal every part of you, of your life. You want to make sure that the world is good around you. You want to help other people to heal their hearts, because that's what is hurting. That's why there's so much chaos, because the heart. When that heart hurts, anytime you had your heart hurt, that's when your mind got involved. Because your mind said, I know how much that hurt. I never want to feel like that again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up these blockages. I'm going to put up these borders. I'm going to put up these whatever, so that nobody could ever hurt my heart again. But you doing that, putting up all these walls around you, what are you doing? You're still hurting that heart, because we can cut ourselves. But if we cut ourselves and we pour some dirt into the wound and we get that surgical glue, when we glue it up, we're still, it's like that cut that is never going to get better, because that dirt and shit is still up in there. We gotta open it up and get the hurt out. And the only way to get the hurt out is to express it. Don't be sitting there talking about it didn't hurt. I ain't tripping off of them no more. I don't think about that motherfucker no more. But the whole time you're thinking about the motherfucker. The whole time you're hurt. The whole time you sitting there thinking about, well, why me? Why did they do this? I didn't do anything. I gave my heart to them. That hurt. Somebody realized you were smart enough to heal your heart. You was. And like I said, somebody was acting like they was not hurt. They was acting like, I don't feel nothing. Shit. I'm tougher than leather. I don't feel nothing. Shit. But see, they realize their heart hurt, that shit started affecting their finance, affecting how they saw the world, affecting how, people saw them, affecting the relationships, affecting how they spoke to people, affecting everything. It affected everything. That's why someone had to realize it was time for them to heal. And that's what you did. And they thought that you was crazy while you was trying to heal yourself. Like somebody said, you just need to forget about it. How the fuck you forget about some shit like that whenever you said to yourself, nobody will ever hurt me to that extent? And so I block something up here to block something. How you just gonna forget about it? You know what I'm saying? You don't ever forget about it. What you do is you learn how to work through it. You have to learn how to accept it because it happened. But you had to learn how to love yourself through that, so that is not, your heart space is not cut off from the world because somebody else's heart was hurt. And they don't know how to not be a fucked up person. Yep. Somebody realized that they was not decided. They should have taken a firm stand. They should have taken a firm step in the direction that you went. Because now when they're looking at you, that's why they want to come back to you. That's why their intuition is saying, that's your soulmate over there. That other bitch, we don't know who that is, but that's your soulmate over there. That's why. Telling you something about your confidence, your personal power. You feel good. You feel confident that you can get this relationship back on track. So right now, though, they got to play the game. For right now, they got to act like who they with, like they still interested in being with them. For right now, they just not ready to go yet. They're not ready to pull the plug just yet. So right now, they're still in this position. They got to just kind of play that game. And you know what? It's been done. It's been proven. How many people have played the game that, oh yeah, I still love him. I still love her. Only for us to be flipping through YouTube and be like, damn, and see a show called like Cheaters or something like that and be like, oh my gosh, that's Cynthia. Oh, look at Roger. And yeah, see, they have to come up with a plan so that they can make this journey. And they know that. Excuse me, y'all. Somebody has to come up with a plan, but they coming up with that motherfucker because they said ain't no way they're going to let you slide through without grabbing you up. Because this person, they know, they love you. There's nobody like you. They love your dirty draws. They love the hell out you. They love you. I feel like this person can see that there's getting ready to come some type of kerfuffle that's coming up. Some type of storm is brewing. And I kind of feel like it's almost like the person that they plan on leaving to go with you is starting to get, you know how you get those little niggly feelings like, something is happening. What the something's happening. Hi, Medieval Oracle. How are you? Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Hi, Diane. Somebody realizes something's happening, and it's going to cause a heartbreak. It's going to cause some hurt feelings. I won't say a heartbreak. I'm just going to say it's going to cause some hurt feelings, because like I said, somebody got that little niggly feeling. Someone got that little niggly feeling. Hey, are you looking at you better not be looking at her. You better be over here looking at me. I'm not talking to you, Sasha. Mommy's okay. You're okay. You're a good girl. Lay down. Take your little nap, little baby. She looking at me like, I didn't do nothing. But yeah, somebody, their spidey senses is going off because they feel they it's like they recognize this, you know, because someone knows that what they got, they can't even hold a candle to you. Yeah, they cannot hold a candle to you at all. Yeah. But you know what? Like I said, somebody is and I feel like they know somebody's getting ready to make this move. And they know there's nothing they can do about it. Because I feel like one point they was the top dog. They was the booger with all the sugar. You know what I'm saying? But now I don't feel like that. Now I feel like your and I don't want to say this, but like it's almost like your status in society. Because I feel like your name has been cleared up. So your status has really grown. In fact, people look at you as being God-like, as being close to God, as going through that door to spirit, as accepting your call, as you being on that path. And that's why people are looking at you. Like now people want to follow you. And you know what? It's fucked up. Because it's almost like this person wanted to follow this person for their clout, their money, their fame. And now that your shit is getting cleared up, the lies is going away, and people ain't believing that shit no more, and your money's growing, and your popularity is growing. Now somebody realized that you they true soulmate. Now they want to come back over here. Don't that seem a little suspect? Yeah, it's almost like, yeah, almost like somebody like their intuition or something like that, or it's almost like you can see how somebody's like almost following the money because they want to be seen as valuable. This person really needs to work on themselves so they can feel the value within themselves. Because like I said, they no longer want to be with this woman holding the coin. She ain't it. She was good. She looked good. Her money was great. They loved the life that they was afforded. They loved driving the Bentley or the Maserati or calling for limousine service. They love that part of their life. They love going to these premieres and these shows and these swank parties. They loved all that. But the part that they did not love is the fact that somebody was so fucking angry that it was a hostile environment, that they didn't really like being there. This was a very violent, I feel like this was a very hostile environment. Like I said, they slept in different rooms. Somebody conveniently fell asleep on the couch every night watching their favorite show. PBS. You know, it's like this person, and I kind of feel like this person was, you know, the reason they did it was because they didn't feel safe. They didn't feel secure. And like I said, this was not the relationship that they wanted. That's why. That's why they was always in another room. That's why anything and everything was more important to them than that person. But now somebody feels like they really got a good grasp on themselves because, like I said, their heart is open. They have a whole new appreciation for you now. They see you totally different. Whereas before, they didn't see that. Before, they was like, nah. But after you walked away, letting them know, Either you walked away letting them know, hell no, I'm not going to be a part of this bullshit, or they left thinking that you missed out. But after that, whoever walked away, it's like that's what made this person have to get on their path. That's when they realized that they was attached to someone for the wrong fucking thing. Money, status, clout. They wasn't attached for love. They was attached for the wrong fucking reasons. And that's why this person, like I said, all these doors, somebody had different doors. They realized they had all these doors they could go through. And now this person is sitting here trying to figure out which way to go, which door to go through. So it's the least amount of headache, the least amount of stress, the least amount of this, the least amount of... Now somebody want to try and... They realize that they always had an option. They should have been another option. Hey, Shira. How are you? So, Shira, I do I offer 3 card readings for $10. It's Spirit Angel. What's the message? My email address is spiritangel1111@gmail.com. What's the message? Yeah, somebody, they no longer want to be with this person for their money. It's like they realize that this person isn't valuable just because they got money. You know, they realized that they should have thought about where they really needed to go. Hey, I May to New May. How are you? They should have really thought where they needed to go. And then they thought about, you know, how they did your heart. See, I feel like somebody is growing, is wisening up. Yeah, something about it's almost like somebody, they didn't realize they was putting themselves in a position where they was not going to be safe. They wasn't going to have that safety and security. And we're not talking like just on the physical sense. We're talking like the spiritual sense. We're talking about within their heart too. Yep. They're realizing that they was on the downloads they's getting now about the path that they was on before. They realized that they had to do a whole 180, go the exact opposite way, because they was all tied up and with the wrong one, baby. Sorry, y'all. With the wrong way. And hey, something special. My email address. Okay, good. Thank you. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Hey, Jean, how are you? Hey, Rotten Rob, how are you? Hi, Galactic Goddess. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Now somebody realizes that, you know, they really have to think about what's value. What value is. Who is valuable. And they realize it's not on the outside that they can see what the value is. It's truly on the inside that they can only see what the value is of a person. Yep. Only on the inside. They're realizing that. Yeah, and they're realizing who's angry, who's hostile. They're realizing what hostility really looks like in a relationship. And it's not necessarily, we just go like that. We just go back and forth like that. But we don't mean anything. No. Someone said that's not it. Going back and forth like that, that's not good. Yeah. Somebody said it's time. This is destiny. This is it's time. It's time. It's time for somebody to be happy. All right, y'all, we getting ready. Hey, Stacks, how are you? Right. All right. Yeah, so we getting ready to swing the pendulum. So think of your question. Think of your question of what you want. Either, your yes, no answer to. We're going to swing the pendulum, okay? All right, Spirit, please show me which way is the pendulum going to swing. What's your question? And think of it. Concentrate. Concentrate. Looks like the pendulum is swinging yes. Hey, Usher, how are you? Looks like the pendulum is swinging yes, y'all. All right. My pleasure, T. Williams. You have a great day. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to close it down here. I got to jump on the home computer and do my straight eight. I would love to be able to see y'all this evening. I guess it just depends on my energy level. But I'm going to try and jump on this evening as well. All right. I love y'all. Hold on, YouTube. All right, TikTok. Have a great day. Love y'all. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Thank you so very much. I'm getting ready to close this down because somebody wants some attention. Anyway, I guess. I love y'all. Have a fantastic Tuesday. And I will see y'all soon, hopefully this evening. Bye now.